Everybody in the house. This is Ace Micheals Buzz Blog Talk Radio Show. And it's 4th of July coming up, man. It's Independence Day. I like Independence Day because it's one of those holidays where nobody's pestering you about showing up with your significant other. You know what I mean? Like nobody says on 4th of July, hey, where's Jenny? Look at what Jenny is. Jenny gone. Now, give me a hot dog and let me see some fireworks so I can hook up with somebody else. That's what 4th of July is to me. So I like that. I don't like those holidays where people in your family are like, so, are you going to bring somebody for blah, blah? No, I can't keep somebody. Come on, man. You know what I mean? So 4th of July, I hope everybody's going to have a safe one. On the show today, my good friend Jaclyn Ecklund is here. And we were talking briefly about relationships before we started the show. And then I decided, why not take it on the air? Take it on the air, dog. Air your differences. Jaclyn, welcome back to the show, Dorlin.
Hello, Dorlin. How are you?
I'm doing good. I always have to ask, is you on the buzz, baby?
I'm on the buzz.
Yeah, you are on the buzz. You are the buzz. Ain't no buzz without you. So what do you think about like relationships? You know, like your family is always like, oh, are you still with John? Mm-hmm. Are you still with sons?
Yeah, relationships are a struggle for sure, 100%. My family's all up in my business too, so it doesn't really help.
Like they're dating him, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Of course I'm not with him. He's an asshole. Why would I still be dating him? Because you two look so good together.
Yeah, I know he did, but he was an asshole.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, but no, it's worse when your family helps your significant other make fun of you too.
Oh no! Are you serious? Are we talking a hypothetical, or did this happen? This is real.
I think it all happens with everyone, like, but not like bad, but just like
no,
just like a little bit shady, like oh,
yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like oh yeah, she's like, you know, her snoring, like I don't. Something stupid like that.
Wait a minute. Go back. You can't just drop that in the middle of her snoring or farting in the bed thing. No, wait a minute. Were you snoring?
Okay. I think maybe I did because they just want to play me about it. And
okay. Fine as you is, I don't know if that would play very well.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
damn.
Like, you know,
my biggest con.
Wow. Really?
I mean, no.
Maybe.
I don't snore. I literally snored like one time, and I could not live it down.
How do you snore one time? You went like, and that was it? Or you went one
maybe
night?
Like one
night of snoring. One night of snoring might have been the end of it. It could have been.
I wish it was not that deep.
If you're like me and you keep all relationships very superficial, then yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I like mine superficial. Like I like my interpersonal relationships to be just like my Facebook relationships. Like if it gets too hot, I just delete that motherfucker and keep moving. You know what I'm saying? Don't get too close.
I'm superficial until I get attached, and I'm like, fuck. Now I like you.
Right.
So then, what do? I have to like you and all of your you know, less than savory qualities.
And it's hard too because you're a good-looking cookie. So then the guys are going to try even harder to win you. You realize that? Because you're somebody they want to walk in the room with. That's the bottom line. They want to walk in the room with you on their arm. So they're going to try real hard to do everything it takes to please you long enough to get you on their arm. Then they're going to be like, everything they liked about you before, they're going to be like, oh, really?
Oh, really? Yeah, well, and they're not that great either, so. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's interesting when people start dating, they like everything. Like you'd be like, yeah, I like to cook muskrats. You're like, oh my God, muskrat is the best. Oh. And then once you get in the relationship, they're like, why are you always cooking muskrat? Is that the only thing you can cook? Yeah. I'm looking for something else. I'm gonna keep my options open.
Yeah, no, or like I think I'm more like I'll say, oh yeah, no, I totally miss like that kind of music and like, or like that genre movie, and then I'm like,
Right.
then when it gets down to it, I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm so bored. Like,
But a guy should be so happy with you. Like, what could a guy's possible problem be with you? Like, you're amazing to look at, so he can't be mad about that. He's gonna have plenty of that, and that's kind of what guys want. Guys like want to watch sports, drink beer, and look at girls.
yeah.
So unless you're impeding on his sports and beer drinking,
You know,
it's the whole package. He should be happy.
yeah, you know, I think probably like someone would just not understand that I don't put up with bullshit. I feel like a lot of people are just like, they just go with the flow, but I don't do that.
Now specify bullshit. Do you mean cheating and lies?
Yeah, like cheating and lies, or
Okay,
just like
no,
if someone,
That's never gonna work.
if so, well, I mean that's a
Okay,
given.
right,
Like, yo, it's like
yeah.
if you're gonna fuck around, then bye. You can fuck around out the door. But I think that it's more like, you know, if someone just, if they have kind of a douchey personality, if they just don't know how to respect you
Mhm.
and have courtesy for you, and you know, just honestly, just like the simple ins and outs that a lot of people lack.
But you shouldn't be dating a guy like that anyway.
When
Like,
it comes
no
out,
girls
though.
get that. Like, you don't date a guy like that. Like, you don't.
No,
don't
but
even
see,
start dating somebody who's
they're
a
not like that from the
jerk.
jump, though. They're not like that from the jump. And
Because
then-
at the beginning they're nice.
yeah, they're, oh my god, yeah. They'll
Can't
be like,
you see a red flag or something? Don't you see? Don't you see? Like,
I mean, yeah, probably.
you're a woman. You got intuition. You got to use that shit. Like, you got to be able to see, like, beep, 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 beep. Okay.
No, yeah, no, my sense of tingle definitely sometimes, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, I don't put up with bullshit, but I'm understanding.
Bullshit again means cheating and lies.
Cheating and lies,
Let's
and just
clarify what
and
bullshit
just like
is.
and just like I guess like a I don't know, shitty personality overall. Like if they just can't treat you well and just, you know, can't really just keep it moving, then it's just like, you know,
I can't see you with somebody like that though. I don't understand. That doesn't make
it
sense.
happens.
I see. This is what I see you. I see you with some guy like Giuseppe, right? And Giuseppe is like, you know, he's cool. He's got like some cool jeans, nice shoes. They're clean, new shoes. You know what I mean? You know, how some guys
I
always
like jeans and
their
new
shoes
shoes,
are
yeah.
always clean,
Yeah.
no matter what. So that says a lot about them,
Yeah.
right? I don't necessarily see black or white. I think you kind of get down internationally. You're an international lover. I can see that, right?
Yeah.
He smells good, and he's a nice guy. Little chatty, but he's a nice dude.
Yeah.
I see that for you.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't see him treating you bad. Like I don't.
No, I don't know. I think it's just a lot of guys can just be insensitive and dumb sometimes about stuff that like you.
Okay, some of them are, but not moi.
I mean,
How you gonna insult my gender, man? Don't you can't just be like,
Forgive me,
yeah,
guys.
some guys are a-holes, especially black bald a-holes.
no,
come on, dog.
listen, you're a peach. Listen, you're a kind person, but not
I'm a
all guys are like
gentleman.
that, and not all guys in Las
I'm
Vegas.
a
That's
classic man.
yeah, okay. Yeah, see, I feel that. See, but that's not how it is in Las Vegas.
Las
Consider
Vegas
where
is
we
tough.
live.
No, you're right about that.
Yeah.
Las Vegas is
No.
rough.
Just a lot of honestly, it's like people that have nothing to really offer you, like intellectually, and a lot of superficial people.
It's true.
Peace.
It's true.
And
It's true.
yeah, it's just like not enough to really keep you engaged enough to really like, you know.
As a matter of fact, listen, I don't know where I went. I was out somewhere and I heard a guy on the phone, and he's talking on his phone, and oh, I remember what happened was the phone rang. That's what it was. The phone rang. Guy pulls it up out of his pocket, and he's like, "I thought I told you to stop being a cunt," and hangs up the phone, right? And I'm like, so listen. So the thing was, part of me was like, okay, wow, you know, like. Too bad for him to have to be with someone that he feels like he's got to talk to like that. Like, she should know. But then I'm like, whoa, wait. But also too bad for her to have somebody who's going to talk to her like that. And then I'm like, whoa, wait. Too bad for both their asses. Neither one of them need to be with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they're both way out left field. Like, they have both lost the whole concept of what a relationship is supposed to be. If someone's talking to you like that, it doesn't work. If you feel like it's okay to talk to somebody like that, it doesn't work, right?
Your life doesn't work if you talk to people like that. Are you
Right.
kidding?
So either way, it was blown up.
Yeah,
Didn't
no,
work.
that's really nasty. honesty to hear. It's like she could be annoying as fuck. Like, okay, like we all have our moments, but it's like,
Right.
but there's nothing that you can do to justify talking and demeaning somebody like that. You know what I mean?
And that was like a regular conversation. Like he said that on his phone in public, as if they always have conversations. Like to shoot. He didn't even say.
That's so
like he didn't go,
awkward.
"Hello, Brad Parker phone." He was like, as soon as she answered the phone, he was right there on it. Like, I've been waiting for this call all day. Oh my God! Thank God you called right now because I got bullets ready for you. Blah 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 blah. And he just unloaded on it. It was crazy.
Well, then he'd end up in little bits and pieces in a suitcase, going down to he'd be floating on down to Brazil or wherever the hell, somewhere away from here.
I still can't get over guys doing you wrong.
Well, you know what? See, there's only one man that's ever meant enough for it to matter.
And he did you wrong.
He did me wrong.
What the hell is his problem?
Yeah.
How can he do you wrong?
Hey.
What?
Men sometimes just make ignorant decisions.
You did some wrong too, though. There must be
Did I?
more to the story, because I can't see it. I don't get it.
Oh, you know, me just looking bomb as hell every day and cooking and cleaning
Right.
the house.
You
You
did
know,
something. You had something.
I
You
don't
had
do
side,
anything
you had a
wrong.
side dude. You had something. Something.
really,
You must
honestly,
have something.
look here. If I did have a side dude, I would not even be justified in feeling any type of way
You did something.
about.
Don't start nothing. Won't be nothing. You did something. Okay, so you didn't have a side dude.
No.
What did you do wrong? It takes two to tango. He couldn't have just been like, wake up one day. You know what? I'm sick and tired of this girl on my pillow. I'm flipping out now. You did something. You did nothing in the whole thing. You were an angel.
Nothing. I mean,
And
no.
he was the devil.
Hi, let's get him on the phone really quick and ask. No.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Since
no.
this is the internet, we can find him.
It's you know, not too deep.
Right.
No, it's just I don't know. I don't know.
I know it's
Yeah,
painful, but
outside.
please share it with millions of viewers.
Yeah, multiple millions. Yeah. No, it's just it's weird. Like, I mean, I feel like, you know, I just always did my best. You know, if he'll.
Yeah, always do. No, I'm kidding.
No, for sure. Like, you know, I always did my best. I always like.
So what? Okay, so listen. I'm not a relationship counselor, but I do know more
Come
about
on,
this
Dr.
than
Fella.
y'all do. So here's what it is. Okay, so you're doing your best. What qualifies as your best? You making the meals?
Make meals, clean the
Okay.
house.
All right. You loving him up good and
Oh,
take care of
100%.
your womanly duties in the
Yeah,
bedroom. You
no
gotta
one's
take care of
better.
that.
No one's better. Of
You
course.
keep an option open if he's got some like playful things he wants to do.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Other than that, I can't think of what a guy wants. Other than that, he wants to eat. He wants to have sex. I don't know. If you're doing that, I think he's good.
Well, I think it comes down to maybe someone has underlying issues that make them have a hunger that is inexplicable. You know what
He
I mean?
wanted to cheat.
Yeah. You know, plenty of people have that issue where it's just like there's something in them that.
So let me ask you this, and I've always wanted to ask girls. So let me ask you something. If you start dating a guy, right, and a guy said, "Listen, I'm gonna tell you up front, you're not gonna be my only girl. You're like high up there on the totem pole. I dig you, but you can't be my only girl. So as long as you can understand that you won't be number one, are you cool with that? Would you rather a guy say that, or be like, oh, honey, sweetie, Juliet, blah, 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 and then be cheating on you, like, you know, middle of the night texting other girls and stuff? Would you rather a guy tell you, you're cool, but you're not my main girl, and that's what it is, or would you rather a guy be lying on the side?
See, I wouldn't fuck with anyone who wants to have multiple people. Not at all. I think for me, it's, you know, any type of relationship is definitely a chance, and I guess there's risk involved, just like with anything in life. And so, you know, it's more of a quality investment for however long, and in the event that something does happen, it doesn't always happen, but in the event something does happen, okay, then, well, that sucked. But it was a lot more fulfilling in that interim.
But see, that's why you girls, listen, I'm going to just say this, and I know, listen, this is what it is. You girls think this vagina has like a lock on it. Like, listen, there's a million other vaginas out there. You know what I'm saying? So like, would you even at least give them like a weekend pass? Be like, hey, you know what? It's September 11th, bro. You got Friday through Monday. Go do your thing. Come back clean. and healthy. We'll do blood check when you get in on Monday. But go have a little fun. Go get saucy. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. So like what happens in the women's mentality that says, look, here's the deal. If you're with me, you're with no one else ever in life. I'm the last one. That's it.
I don't think it even has room for questioning. It's like, it's if you really care about somebody, and I think, half of me thinks that monogamy is kind of a societal type of structure.
Yeah.
But it is also something that people typically would gravitate towards naturally anyways, is that you attach and you grow close to one person. Mm-hmm. And intimacy is not anything that you can just have with anybody. I could go and fuck 20 people, but there's always going to be one person.
Yeah. No,
I'm not saying that I do, let's just get that out there. But I'm saying, I could, and it would just be like, that's it. Like, when the band is done.
At least a video of something like that.
Maybe. Coming soon.
Right.
But I mean, intimacy is something that's definitely very special, and you don't have that with everybody. And so having that type of investment, that takes a long time to build up. And once you're in that place, it's kind of like your safe space. And so that's why people are going to be like, you know what, I'm your only one, because I'm not going to invest that, and you're not going to know the deepest, darkest pieces of me, and I'm not going to have that type of connection with you, and then have you just go and fuck anyone else. No. If that's what you want, keep it pushing, because I'm not the one.
I get that, but you know what? It's just like the problems I have with like God and Jesus. Okay, like I believe in God. Jesus, I believe in, but I have like a kind of my own interpretation of what Jesus is. Yeah. So like where it comes to these relationships, I kind of have the same thing. Like I get it. Like you find someone, you marry that person, you're with that person, soulmate stuff. I get that. But not everybody's going to be soulmate stuff.
Oh yeah, no.
So in the interim, you're meeting somebody that maybe you're just dating, mm-hmm. right? And they're just dating you. And so at what point does it, they got to say to you like, hey, you know what? It's really cool dating you, but I met this other gal at the, the pretzel mart, and I'm really interested in her. I mean, the way she twists pretzels just got me thinking, And that you can't be mad at if it's honest like that.
Oh yeah, no, if it's honest like that, cool. And the way she works those hands twisting pretzels, maybe she can do something I can't. Right. So go for it.
Right. But you're talking about when you guys made a commitment. You both made a commitment together. Now you're in this committed relationship, and then he went out and cheated, right? Yeah. And cheated, like all the way cheated, like slept with someone, came back, cheated. He did the whole thing. Now, would it have been any different if he hadn't done the whole thing? If he was like first base, second base, and called you and said, whoa, I almost let my dick slip in somebody else last night, but I didn't. I stopped, honey, and came home to you. Then would you at least say, you know what, okay.
Well, here's the thing. It's like, praise God that it didn't happen, but at the same time, you're still fucked. You need to figure out what the hell. You know what I mean? It's like you're still fucked to even get to that point.
Right.
And so it's like, to me, if you're even talking to another person, like talking to someone, and it gets to a point where you're crossing a boundary that you know what you should and should not talk about with someone else when you're committed. It's like black and white.
It is like black and white.
I'm not gonna be with someone and
black
be like,
than white. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna be with somebody and then just be like with some other guy, be like, oh my god, I totally want to fuck you tonight. Like, no, that's disrespectful, and that to me is cheating as well. So it's just like you don't even want to get into any of that.
No, you don't. But it happens. Like we live in a world where it happens. So what do you do? Like, do you just shut down? You're never gonna forgive him at all? Like, hey man,
trust me, I've forgiven.
Either be married or single or something, but I shouldn't be like dating. It's kind of weird to be dating at my age, like, oh hey, here's my girlfriend. But because to me it's weird. Like when you see someone like some 50-year-old person, and they walk in the room, and they go, I want to introduce you to Chuck. Chuck's my partner.
Life coach.
It's like, come on, y'all get on each other, and y'all just don't want to put a ring on it. Mm-hmm. But anyway, moral of the story is, I was dating this girl, and one day she calls me up and she goes, I got to talk to you about something. I said, okay. And she goes, but it's too late tonight, so I'm going to talk to you about it tomorrow. I'm going to come by the house and talk to you. I'm like, oh snap, so I don't know what to expect, so I gotta wait all night long. I'm wondering, what is this gonna be,
No sleep.
So she comes over, and I'm expecting the worst. I really am. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's gonna tell me that, who knows what, right? She comes over and she says, listen, I just want you to know that I've been working, downtown, and I met this guy downtown, and I think I'm interested in him, and I want to start dating him, and we're done. And I was actually kind of relieved. I was like, that's it? We through? That's all And I couldn't be mad about it. I didn't get my feelings hurt. I wasn't sitting around like chewing on pillows and stuff for 3 days. I was just like, you know what? That's cool that she did that. And so almost a year went by. I ran into her and her guy at some place, and I didn't feel bad. I wasn't like, oh, you don't. It was like, you know what? Good for the both of you. Keep it moving, keep it pushing. But that's because she was honest. And the reason I asked you that stuff earlier was because, we do live in a world where guys cheat, girls cheat, people fool around. But I think if you can be honest, it would hurt more to have somebody say, listen, you're not the only one. And I just can't. You know what? You're so fair-skinned. I need a Latina now and again. I'm sorry. I need a Latina. That's how I get down, But if a guy said that to you, would you be more angry that he had the audacity to share that with you? Or would you be happy, like, okay, fine. You like what you like. You want a redhead? I'll never be that.
Right. Well, yeah, it's like, if someone wants something completely different, it's like, okay, whatever. But, you're not going to be that way. If that's what they really want to go pursue, then cool. Thanks for being honest with me, bye. But I'd rather that, it was just upfront like that instead of it being a whole roundabout thing. That would save me a whole lot of like FBI research.
right. Flying drones all over his own. Yeah, exactly.
It'll save me sleepless nights. It'll be that would be easier. But I do have friends though that have been in like open relationships, and one of my friends, when he was explaining to me what it is, he's like, we have a deeper connection and we kind of understand each other, but at the same time, we just have the honesty and the openness to do what each other would want to be doing anyways. And I was like, yo, if you really want to go and be sleeping around people, then cool. I think that is like, if you do, because we all know how it is when you do spend time with somebody and just kind of it escalates like that, that gives them the ability just to do whatever their heart desires. Whereas, not for me, but I can appreciate it.
Do you think that maybe your look might throw people off? Like somebody might look at you and, you're dolled up, you're sexy. Like somebody might look and think, like, this is a Hellcat in bed right here. Like she's down for everything. That's hot.
Well,
and then you're like kind of conservative. Like you're kind of even like more traditional.
I do have very traditional
like missionary girl.
Yeah, a little Mormon girl here. Hi. Yeah. I'm kidding. No, I did grow up in a devout Christian household, and so I respect traditional values, relationship values. Yeah, even though I get mistaken for a porn star all the time now.
Mistaken for a porn star?
People always think that I'm in porn.
I don't think that, but I thought you would get down with girls, do some girls.
I like what I like. I don't.
Voyeurism, wear some kicky shit.
No, here's the thing. I like what I like. I don't discriminate between men and women. Okay. I think everyone's beautiful. I think everyone's beautiful. Yes. But otherwise, as far as like me establishing a relationship.
But you want a relationship with one person though. Like you don't
want I'm not gonna be like, okay, so I got fucking Barbara on Wednesday and Max on Thursday and John on Friday. Like,
and you're all penciling them in like on your schedule book. You're like, whoa, it's not 4:30 yet. Go down to the parking lot, find something to do, and come back at 4:30.
Yeah, we're talking about multiples on one night. That was just too crazy.
Right.
No, yeah.
Right.
I couldn't be doing that. I do respect having...
But how do you know that? Like, do you know that from experience? Like, you kind of dabbled in it and you're like, you know what? No, this is gross. I don't like it.
Honestly, just like the idea turns me off. Like, I couldn't even... See, for me, especially when it comes to a sexual part of a relationship with somebody, I have to be very connected. I don't just have sex with anybody and everybody. And so I do have to have a connection. I respect my body, that's my temple, and so I'm not going to be giving that to each and every person, regardless of how attracted to them I am or not.
Sure.
So that's why I respect and I prefer having, a committed relationship.
No, I agree.
Because that allows me the comfortability with somebody, and becoming vulnerable with somebody, like to me, sex is very vulnerable. And that type of intimacy, like, I would rather just have one person that I'm connected with that I just know, hey, when the time's right, we can get down and it's good because I don't have to worry about, oh my god, like my stomach, or whatever the fuck, or just however it is. Like you guys just know each other, so
Right.
it's that there's so many pros, so many more pros than cons to me being with one person than with being with anybody.
No, I agree. Like, of course, the pros are if you're with one person, you know exactly how things go. And really, to be honest, wouldn't it be better to dedicate your time in learning how to satisfy that one person and make the one person super satisfied, which also would benefit you, than to be always thinking about, okay, does this person like the feather, or is this the person that likes the dildo? Like, what's this person's clique? You know what I mean? Because everybody's going to have their own clique, and if you're juggling around different people, then yeah, I mean, I can get that. I think the thing that harms relationships the most is the lying and the cheating. Because in order to cheat, you don't just have sex in the cheating process. You've got to schedule the time when you're gonna do it behind the other person's back. You gotta schedule all the and then after you do it, you gotta look that other person in the face, and they go,
"I love you."
So how was the show last night?
Right.
And you're like, the show was awesome. Did you show up there or something? Why are you mentioning where I was last night? What were you talking about last night? Why did you do why did you break my face? So there's all this other stuff. So I think if you just keep it honest, I think that does work better. I agree with you on that it does work better. If everybody just be honest on the table, like, hey, this is what's up, this is where I'm at, this is how I get down, it could work. But okay, so even though with that, somebody invariably still cheats on somebody else. So what do you do after that?
Some people, they might be cool with working out whatever they feel they need to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I tried that too, but I'm more of a person where it's like, okay, one thing happens, I can be understanding because I am just I feel like I'm enlightened enough to understand and to kind of ration why, or understand a rationale why somebody may or may not, as dumb as that sounds, I'm that type of person. But if it happens again, then it's like, shame on me. I'm done with bullshit.
Really? No, here's the thing. Okay, so I kind of look at Beyonce as like the princess queen of all the women, right? Because Beyonce comes out with these massive female anthem songs and blah, blah, blah. So when we found out that Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce, I had an image in my head of Jay-Z stuff out on the curb, and that was the end of it. She was going to leave his record label, and whatever business they're doing would be terminated, and she was going to make a stand for all women because she's Beyonce, for crying out loud. Mm-hmm. But instead, she did what most women do. She was like, it's okay, we're going to write a song about it, we're going to work on our marriage
I'm going to make this really good album that tricks people into thinking that I really care, even though I'm still with him, but I still made millions, so...
Yeah, so what do you think about that? Like, as a woman, when you hear that, don't you kind of go, oh no, hell no?
Yeah, well, the whole album was hell no anyways, but I think that, it is...
Say what you really feel.
No, it sucked. I was like, why the fuck did I even buy this? I literally was like, I wasted $18. Thank you, Beyonce. I think that it's not a good example because it's like, it's kind of ingraining this, this understanding of it being okay when it's not in our society. It's not okay.
It can never really be okay, right?
Yeah, no, it's not okay. If that's a type of superficial, skin deep, you can't get nobody else life. If that's the one that you want to live, and you just want to keep sticking with one person who's going to keep fucking you over, cool. But it's not right. No one deserves that. And if that happens to somebody, they deserve better. And if the person's inflicting that on somebody, they deserve worse. You know what I mean? It's like if you're gonna hurt somebody, you don't deserve to be happy, and that person that you did hurt deserves more happiness than you could ever give them. So I think that's like the kind of just like simple thing is like, you could always push on to better if something happens. It sucks, but keep moving, and something better is gonna come your way. But don't ever agree with a music star or anyone else's interpretation of, oh no, it's okay because honestly, maybe I just can't understand that type of relationship too because they have so much involved in that. Right. But not for me. I'm not the one.
And there it is. Hey, it's the Ace Michael Show. We had a great week this week. Thank you for everybody for supporting the show and sharing and liking. Listen, if you ever want to be on the show, you can't. No, I'm kidding. Of course, you can be on the show. What you need to do is call 702-540-3498. You can schedule your show. You can email beyondthebuzz@yahoo.com. And also check out our Indiegogo link if you want to support the show. I know you do. You should. That helps us keep the show alive, helps us keep interesting guests on the show. I don't know, do like a $20 donation. What are you doing with $20? You're going to blow $20 every morning at Starbucks. You might as well support the show. Anyway, it's been a great week. Everybody, please safely enjoy your 4th of July. Look out for terrorists and all that stuff. And then we'll see you back here on Tuesday. We'll have a live show again for you. I want to thank my guests for being on the show. Thank you so very much. You guys make sure you check out Jaclyn Ecklund on Facebook and all over the internet. She's fabulous. All right, y'all.